Good morning, everybody. Says that I am live. I'm riding solo this morning. Um, there's a couple things I want to get off my chest. It's going to be a quick live stream. Then I have another guest that's going to be coming on, Prophet Easy One, talking about. He's going to be talking scripture. He's going to be talking uh, herbal medicine, etc. Now, do I see anybody in the house yet? No, I don't, because I know it's earlier. A lot of people are at work. My situation right now, I'll be when I do get back to work, I'll pretty much be MIA for quite a while. But I want to talk about a channel that I was watching last night. I'm not going to say who they are, and I'm not bashing their channel by no means. Um, I think what this person has created is an awesome channel, but there comes a time when you allow subscribers, sub/friends, brothers and sisters in Christ, other believers that actually take your platform that they were not able to create themselves, and they piggyback off you and they leave you silently in the back. And I'll explain that here in a minute. Crystal Gypsy's in the house, everybody. If you can, Jesse West in the house too. If you can send her strong prayers. She just got out of the hospital with an upper respiratory infection, an ear infection. They gave her amoxicillin. So many people are sick. This place was packed. My niece Pumpkin, so pray for Pumpkin, is in the hospital with the exact same thing, with a temperature of 102.8. Um, have another friend going to the doctors now, shaking my head. Doctors said the upper respiratory infection and the flu are going around bad. I asked if he was scared about the coronavirus spreading. He said no. Then he asked me if anyone from China was running. So yeah, basically the way it looks is he was. Um, I don't know if he was scared, but anyways, that was the message that I received from Sister Crystal Gypsy. So we'll definitely pray for her and Pumpkin and her friends. But we got Branded, Mark Rouse in the house, Dream Mom Thriving. Hey, hey, Sister Jessie Wessel and Crystal Gypsy. Real quick, I want to talk about this live stream that I saw last night, which many of y'all know. I will not point fingers. I will not say something. So I'm just expecting this YouTuber to heed my warning, or might totally get offended and unsubscribe. That happens. That's But I always say, and I've said it since probably maybe a month or two after this channel was created. This channel doesn't belong to me. It belongs to you all. If not for your all's support, then this channel would not exist. Brother Benny's in the house. Much love. Locked and loaded. 100%. Brother Justin, great to see you. But this, it's an open platform, kind of like if y'all remember, if he's still around, Farm Boy 45. He would open up his chat and let everybody come up. Let everybody come up. Now, this particular person had somebody come up for the first time. Hey, there you are. Hey, Mark, great to see you. My name's Justin, but you're talking to Brother Mark. See, I thought somebody was talking to me. I'm alone with a bunch of boxes and eBay junk. But this particular YouTube channel allowed this person to come up and basically steal the show. And this person wasn't in the US, but the way that, I'm not even say he or she, handled themselves, took over the whole platform and went around this I think it was like some kind of Chinatown somewhere in Australia, in the mall, and was approaching uh, Asian people with masks on and basically trying to debunk this virus completely. And what there is, there's leading questions. There's things that a lot of journalists do, but I know the Asian culture. You see my tattoos and stuff. I used to only date Asian women, so I'll be honest with you all. I dated a woman from Taiwan for 4 years. North Korea, yeah, right. South Korea, two South Korean females for a long period of time. So I know the Asian culture. This person was bum rushing them basically. When I say bum rush, just walking up and saying, "Hey, why are you wearing that mask? Are you afraid of what's going on in China right now with the virus?" Because, and then follows it up with because, we're hearing that it's fake news and stuff. If you know anything about Asian culture, they do not share secrets. They're like, in like Taiwan, if you don't get married, you don't leave the house at 18. You do not leave the house until you're married. You could be a 29, 30-year-old female, but you are not to leave your family home until you are married. Then you're allowed to leave. So the different cultures. But what I noticed in the chat, and I noticed in the comment sections, this person started steering people's their focus away from the virus, saying, wait a minute, yeah, this must be all a hoax and this and that. What does that do? Then you put your guard down. That's like, just say your teenager's going to the store or a family member, and you walk them out to the car, and you're like, oh, you're only going 2 miles down the road. Don't worry about putting your seatbelt on. You know, you'll be safe. By telling people that it's fear mongering, it's fake, when you don't have the true facts, you are putting that person in danger. And what happened on that live stream, as far as I'm concerned, was definitely not the person that has the YouTube channel, was not that person's fault. But this person created this really great channel, but is so kind, doesn't want to hurt people's feelings. You know me, I love you all, but if somebody comes off sideways or whatever, I'll boot you or I'll say something. You have to step in. Though the channel belongs to you all, you have to step in. And then I was reading the chat some more and more and more, and people were, I never seen a YouTuber get so down and out except from Farm Boy. Because when you spend all this time and you create a channel in the beginning, I think it's up to 20 some hundred subscribers, the channel becomes a part of you, like the family. And it's a crushing blow. I'm not gonna lie, it's a crushing blow when you start seeing negative talk or whatever. But there's a point as a creator to shut down a certain situation. This person took, I would say, probably 30, 45 minutes of the show. It was actually and when you do see this in the archives, I'm not going to apologize. I'm just telling you straight up, brother, you need to tighten up the rules on your chat. You have an awesome channel. But this person was saying, how do you all feel back at the studio? Acting like it was an actual newscasting channel. It was weird. And I'm not ignoring your all's chat. I'm just focused on what I wanted to say. But like I said, going around, and when you approach these Asian females, the small ones with the mask, and you say, "Hey, why are you wearing that mask? Are you afraid of the stuff going on in China? Are you wearing it for the virus?" And they're like, "Yes." Well, I heard there's a lot of fake news going on, and it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Is that true? And they're backed up in the corner. Yeah, that's not true. It's fake. It's fake. Well, there's so many factors in the Chinese culture. You are not allowed. I mean, they, with facial recognition and stuff, yeah, etc. But they're so secretive that they're afraid of their family that are back home. They're afraid of exposing anyone, even though they have the mask on. They are taught from the beginning, since they're born, their culture is sacred and hidden. So you have somebody that is not Asian descent, an Australian, whatever, comes up to you and puts a phone right in your face and starts saying, it's fake news, right? It's fake news. How many times have you gone to a Chinese buffet and you say, hey, can I get some chopsticks and something? You start talking in English and like, yeah. They have no freaking clue what you're saying. Same with working in the concrete construction field. When it comes to when I had to work with a bunch of illegal Mexicans for years growing up, I could say, hey, did you just put 30 gallons of water in that truck, that concrete truck? And even though they only put like 2 gallons of water, if they don't understand English, they're going to say, yeah. They used to call me Yadi or Yustin because I can't say the J's correctly. So basically, what I'm saying to you when you see this video, not pointing out who you are by no means, not throwing you under the bus, it's time to crack the whip, and it's your channel. You created it. You are the one that makes the rules. You have a very soft spoken voice, but there's a time when you cut people off. That was like 45 minutes, if not longer, of you not even having control of your chat or your channel. And you had to sit back in the corner and you let these people piggyback ride on what you created. And that person I watched in the chat had a whole lot of people saying, oh, I guess he's, you know what? The government is trying to scare us. What does that do? Put your guard down. When you put your guard down, you open yourself up to something bad. What's the old saying? Pray for the best, or prepare for the worst, pray for the best scenario. That's exactly, if I even said it wrong, I don't care. You always prepare for the worst and you hope for the best. And that's the situation that I took from that stream. And it wasn't this creator's fault. A lot of it had to do with some of the people in the chat that were kind of taking this side and falling for this propaganda. I can take this phone right here and I can go here and where I'm living right now, they don't even know what this virus is. Have no clue. Completely dumbfounded. Like I said, I went to the store yesterday to get cigarettes. And then I mentioned, yeah, how do y'all feel about the virus? Because I was in line. They're like, virus? What virus are you talking about? They're too worried about making milk and making cheese up here in Wisconsin. They could care less. They don't know. But this video, this live stream, and then I'm gonna start answering y'all's questions and talking to you and interacting. But this live stream is directed to you. It's time that you grab a hold of the reins of the horses, meaning your channel, and pull back. Whoa, okay, let's lay down some rules. Stop letting these people come up on your platform and run your show. Okay, it's great that you share your platform. So do I. It's almost like, on this platform, sometimes Brother Vern gets excited and he wants to talk and talk. But he does. If all I got to do is say, hey, wait, let me say something, he knows to back off, and vice versa. Even though it's not his channel, if he has something very important and I'm talking something stupid and he says, hey, I will back off. That's called common respect. But when you have people that take over your chat and you've got 6 people in there, and you're sitting back and you try to say something and you're cut off. You try to say something, you're cut off. This is how repetitive it is. I know it's going to be annoying. Try to say something, cut off. You talk too low, cut off. Hey, cut off. Oh, wait a minute. You created that channel. You had a vision. You came up with the name. You started it from scratch. It's your channel. There's a time being Mr. Nice Guy is not always the, stop being afraid to lose subscribers, because sometimes strength will bring you more subscribers. It'll bring you more brothers and sisters in Christ. It'll bring you more truthers. Strength. If I might be lying or whatever, but if anybody agrees with me in the chat when it comes to, like me with this channel, once again, this channel belongs to all y'all. But when it comes to strength, I will shut somebody down in a heartbeat. It doesn't, like keyboard warrior or whatnot, but somebody running their gator in the chat, or if I have somebody that pops up and they start running their gator, meaning their mouth, and it's negative, I'll slam them down. I'll block them. They're gone. They can create their own garbage. Okay. But what I've created and what we have created as a family here belongs to us. It does not belong to somebody that comes in one day and tries to run it. Okay. So we're living in times right now where truth is extremely important. It is so important. So you have somebody that comes on and says, this is fake news. This is fake news. This is fake. Going up and right up in the Asian's face, a little Asian girl, that could be 20 some years old, and says, hey, I'm talking about the virus in China right now. Do you know anything about it? Barely, some of them barely speak English. And they're like, yes, well, I heard it's fake news. Do you believe it? Oh, yeah, it's not so bad. Yeah, it's not so bad. So they're lying, right? And then boom, off to the next one. Total BS. And another thing, like I said, Asian culture. Why do you think it's so secretive what's going on over there in China? Because China doesn't want the world to know exactly what's going on. Agenda 21, strong believer. China can definitely in the future be held responsible for what's going on, but to me, this is very biblical. So, I weigh it. You know, yeah, can they get in trouble for basically like war crimes or et cetera, whatever, Geneva Convention when it comes to biological warfare? Was it an accident? There will be research. But I look at the Bible and I look at what it says in the days that we're living in, and it all adds up. So basically, once again, like I said, that's like stepping out when somebody's pulling out of your driveway and saying, "What are you doing?" I'm putting my seatbelt on. Well, no, 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 no. You're not going to get in a wreck. You're just going 2 miles down the road. Take it off. No, you keep that seatbelt on because you don't know. And a lot of people know car accidents happen within the first, I think it's 2, 3 miles of your house. You don't tell somebody to remove that. The best thing to do right now is have everybody scared to a degree where they're smart enough to say, get off their butts and they go to Home Depot or they go to whatever grocery store, get Lysol, bleach, this and that to help protect themselves. You tell them it's fake news, they let the guard down, yada, yada, yada. And if this stuff hits us as hard as it's hit China and other countries right now, 103 cases suspected right now, if not more, 110 in our country. I think 22 confirmed. I'm off for a bit because kind of agitated right now. Not mad, agitated because I wish this person was on there, but I know they're going to watch it in the archives, and I hope the people that were in his I shouldn't say his, but in his chat come to realize that if you're on that channel and you consider that person a friend, then you have their back, and then you start using logic. You know what I mean? North Korea closed their borders down with China. Yes, they closed it down yesterday, Brother Vern. And somebody made some comments on Lewis's channel. And they're like, "Oh, they've done that a long time ago, you idiot," and this and that. So bam, I put them. Here I don't care, and unless they start Jew bashing, you all know that the rules with the ranch. But North Korea, and there people were like, "Oh, well, no crap, they've always had their border closed." They haven't had their border closed to China, you idiots. China is their big brother. China smuggles stuff into them all the time. China, North Korea and China, that's their puppet on the string. And then North Korea, finally, that's the whole story you're supposed to pay attention to. That North Korea closed the border against their big brother. That's like slamming the door and your brother's talking about North Korea closing the border. People are like, "Oh, North Korea's always been closed up, blah, blah, blah." That's stupid. That's ignorant. Wait a minute. North Korea closed its borders against China, the one that's pretty much kept them in power all this time, who smuggled them oil, smuggled them food, etc. And when I mean smuggling, I don't mean sneaking. They do it right out in the open, but they go against sanctions. Does that make sense? It's not fake at all. Stock up on bleach, Lysol, and hand sanitizer. Also keep in your car. Layla, exactly. All right, I'll quit my rant. Real quick, we got brother Brandon Mark Rouse. Listened to a couple of your songs this morning, brother, as I was waking up, and played them over and over again. That one song I would love for somehow to be a soundtrack for like a beginning videos, like each time we go live or something. I love that song. Wow, that song was very deep. Awesome. Exactly. That's the kind of things to watch. I don't know if you're talking to me, Brother Vern. Look at Korean War, 1950 to 1953. Yeah, exactly. The Korean War. A lot of people don't know. I think the Soviet Union was in control or trying to be in control of Korea before Korea became North and South. And we, our U.S. soldiers, that was a nasty, brutal war. I believe it was way nastier than Vietnam. And then right when they were about to take over the whole country of Korea to divide, boom, over the freaking mountains, so to speak, the hilltops, like a tiger was China. That whole time, they were acting all peaceful and quiet like they were staying out of it. No one knew. They didn't have satellite stuff back then, that they were all lined up with tanks and soldiers and this and that. And as we came close, boom, they came over and they slaughtered so many U.S. soldiers. It's terrible. But what I'm saying is, once again, and then I'm going to go off and then prepare a live stream. I've got brother Prophet Easy One, Raul, who's going to come on talking about herbal medicine, talking about biblical prophecies. I've talked about him so many times. A great friend, knows the Bible better than anybody that I know. And then after that, we'll do another video today with Brother Vern, Prep and Survival. Maybe try to bring on Brother Mark, see if he wants to sing some songs. But you know exactly who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you again. You created this channel. This was your idea. This was what stirred up in your head, your passion. You created that name, the software, everything, and you're soft-hearted. You let people come in. People will take kindness for weakness. There's a point in time when you have to, instead of worrying about losing subscribers, think about, hey, I have to take control of this channel. I allow people free speech, but I don't allow people to talk over me and take over. And when I'm saying, hey, 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 and they're ignoring me and they're arguing amongst each other. And then you have somebody that's never been on your channel, grabs a hold of the stream, walks through a freaking mall, going right up to little Asian girls and stuff. Hey, with the phone, why you got the mask on? Are you afraid of the virus? And they're like, yes. Well, we hear it's fake news. Do you think it's fake news and all this? And they're like, yes, it's fake. Yeah. Basically, what they're saying is, hey, whoever the hell you are, get the freak away from me. You're scaring the shit out of me. I'm Asian. I'm from China. I barely understand what you're saying. You're freaking me out. They will say yes to anything. Go to your local Chinese buffet, start rambling off a bunch of questions, and tell me how many yeses you get. That's exactly what happened on your channel last night. It's time for you to strap up your bootstraps, forget it, let yesterday go, and then grab a hold of your channel and your loyal subs / friends, make a video, make a live stream, tell them, hey, enough is enough. This is how we're going to do it. This channel is not broken, because I seen and I heard in your voice, you got quiet, you felt broken. I could feel the fact that you felt broken. That channel still is yours. And like I said, strength will bring more truth. It will. Strength will bring more people that want to know the truth. They don't want to hear it from somebody that's afraid to even talk on their own channel. And from that, I will drop it. So it's been bugging. Once again, I'll make this short. I'm going to go off here in a minute. Once again, prayers to Sister Crystal Gypsy in the chat. Layla, your name's so long. Thank you so much for coming in. Brother Benny, love you to death, brother. Always have, always will. Actually, Brother Benny has a video. I don't know if you've been putting out videos. I have so many people that I'm subscribed to. I feel bad. I don't have the time to get on them all the time, but if you all have time, he's definitely a huge supporter of our channel, our family. Crystal Gypsy says that's disrespectful. Absolutely. I know it was a message from a while ago. What Justin's talking about, I had someone do that to me yesterday just because I said something in Lewis's room, and I've been going to Lewis this morning for a lot of news. Exactly. See, now when you have Lewis that's putting on, that's why moderators are so important when you're focused on the news, like as passionate as Brother Lewis is, and when he's putting out scripture and stuff. He doesn't have time because he's so enveloped in getting the truth out to you all. And sometimes maybe if it's not completely 100% true, it's teaching you, hey, wait a minute. Oh, bleach, like they're saying in the chat, bleach, Lysol, this and stuff, it's not fear porn. It's because we care about you. We know certain things that certain people, there was a couple people that did come into the Lewis's chat. I don't know if they're being funny, but they're like, what virus are you talking about? We're just skipping through because See, what happened was Lewis did the video on Kobe Bryant. So all of a sudden he started getting people that follow Kobe Bryant and stuff. I'm not saying anything, but they didn't know anything about Lewis's channel. Some people, it's like they're like trigger happy. They see somebody talking good about something, and Kobe Bryant, which God rest his soul wherever he's at. If it was the Illuminati, listen to that. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I have some thoughts here, but I'm not. I'm not going to make Kobe Bryant into the next African American Elvis, so to speak, if that makes any sense. People are going to say he's still alive, this and that. Elvis did die, so did Kobe Bryant. God rest their souls, etc. Well, okay, Benny, that's what I mean. You have videos on there, not videos that you've created. But I got the point. I was trying to get sometimes. Yeah, Vern, you went on and you slammed the truth down, and I was, I even texted you and said, "Good job, bud." So if you see Vern's comment, he knows exactly what I'm talking about, and it's not. I'm not being vindictive. I'm trying to be as helpful as I can to say, and I'm not going to repeat myself, but once again, your channel. Even though the camera's up here, I'm looking at myself. It's your channel. You created it. You control it. And then when you get to a certain point, then your brothers and sisters, then it belongs to them as well as it belongs to you. But do not let people come in. Invite everybody to take over the whole platform and shut you out, because you'll find new people that come on that channel and they're going to be like, oh, who does this channel belong to? Because this guy's talking, this girl's talking, that one's talking, this one's talking. I can't keep up. They're talking over each other, etc. Whoa, everybody chill out. One thing at a time. But if you have somebody come on and start saying, this is fake, this is fake, this is fake, it's the same thing like I said about the seatbelt. You go running and chasing your friend down the driveway when he's trying to back out, he or she, and you tell him to take the seatbelt off, because the chances of them getting in a wreck is like 10% to whatever. And God forbid they do get in a wreck. Well, guess what? Whose fault is that? You're a dumbass, pardon my French, because you told him to take the seatbelt off, because basically you got a better chance of winning the lottery than getting in a wreck, is what I'm saying. So that platform last night was opened up for a short time to put doubt in people's minds. People that were on their way to the store this morning, or people that were on their way to the store right now, and then thought, wait a minute. Oh, this whole virus thing, this is all bogus, So, anyways, Truck Dog's in the house. Good to see you. You coming to troll or you coming to chill? I'm fixing to get off here. What a day. I can tell already. Yes. Well, Truck Dog, you don't really know exactly what I'm talking about. Or maybe you do. Maybe you're part of that channel. But this actually, like I said, is not negative towards this channel. This is a message through YouTube to this YouTuber. Hey, I feel your pain. Tighten up, toughen up, and you'll get a lot more followers. I know Lewis tells the truth. Yes, I could tell truth. Mark tells the truth. That's the one thing I have to say. I believe in y'all, because y'all do tell the truth, know what's going on to tell me all I hoax. I'm too old. Maybe I read that wrong. I don't know. But no, we're not here. What did you miss, Tennessee Patriot? I'm actually gonna. What need is calm? Oh man, don't get all philosophical on me, Truck Dog. Oh, what we need is calm. Yes, I understand we need calm, but we don't need people saying that this is fake, 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 going around interviewing these Asian people, scaring the shit out of them. And then you have people that follow your channel that are sitting back and they're, like I said, oh, I was going to go get hand sanitizer. I was going to get some Dial soap. I was going to get some Lysol. I was going to get some bleach. I was going to get some vinegar. But this woman's actually asking Chinese people if this is all over, exaggerated. And like I said, go into, if you want to prove me wrong, go into an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet if they're still open, and go up to somebody that's Chinese that barely speaks English. Say, hey, are you worried about the virus? Yes, yes, yeah. Have you heard about the fake news that it's all a bunch of crap, that these people that are laying on the ground, it's all fake? Have you heard that? Have you heard that? Yes, yes, yeah. It's not, yeah, yeah. That's exactly what happened last night. So, anyways, I'll be back after a while with brother Prophet Easy One talking about biblical prophecy, talking about medicinable. He can say it better than me. God's medicine, and then after that, I will bring brother Vern up, and I'd love to bring brother Mark up as well. All you need is a phone with a camera and an email address, brother Mark, if you're still in the house. Justin, you hit it right on the button. Thank you. That's all. I was tossing and turning. I was watching this. I'm not saying it was a train wreck. I don't want to keep falling back on it, but enough said. Hey, it's your channel. There comes a point where, it's everybody's channel, but there comes a point where you got to lay down the rules. And if somebody grabs your freaking ball and runs with it, what do? You chase after them, you punch them in the back of the head, and you take your ball back, like back in the old days. Well, that can happen on a live stream. If you're too kind, somebody can take your ball, meaning the live stream, and run with it. And then you'll have people asking all kinds of stuff in chat. You'll have people saying something here, something here. And if you sit back quietly and like, oh no, it's like opening up a box full of rats and mice, and they start scattering everywhere. And you're thinking, how can I bring this down? How can I get these? I don't know. I'm trying to come up with logic, but it's not working. But y'all get what I'm saying. I wasn't around for it, thank goodness. It was not this channel, trust me. But yeah, it was. I won't lie, it was brutal to watch because I felt sorry for the creator of the channel, not because I felt sorry for anybody else. So, anyways, I'll be back on shortly, probably maybe 30 minutes tops, with Raul Prophet Easy One. And after that, we'll go from there. But one more time, I want y'all. I got a message, an email from Boom, if I'm going, Sister Crystal Gypsy that you see in the chat, who just came out of the doctor's office. She has been diagnosed with an upper respiratory infection. Can you imagine how scary that is? She's in Virginia, and they were talking about the cases in Virginia. And then all of a sudden, you develop this cough, this fever, etc. Imagine how terrified she must have been. I know you were scared in the back of your mind there, Crystal. Me, I'd have been like, sweet, I got it. I'm going to heaven. I'm going somewhere, but I'm getting off this piece of crap earth. But upper respiratory infection and ear infection. They gave me amoxicillin. So many people are sick. The place was packed. My niece Pumpkin, everybody pray for Pumpkin as well, is in the hospital with the exact same thing. Her temperature was 102.8, which I did learn from Prophet Easy One, having a temperature of 102 and more to a certain, I think above 104 is bad, but in between that range is good because a virus cannot reproduce, so to say, with a temperature of 102 and 104. So she's actually in the window where her body's actually fighting off whatever virus. So that's really not that. I mean, it's high, but that's in a sense that's a blessing. And she has a friend that's going to the doctors now. Shaking my head, doctors said the upper respiratory infection and flu are going around bad. Yes, this is true. The flu is going around bad, but intermingled with it, there's a strong chance that that virus. Let's just check back a week from now, and if it's all BS, everybody can say, you suck, locked and loaded. You suck, Grand Supreme. You suck. This person, this now. Yeah, a fearmonger. No. But infection and flu are going around bad. I asked if he was scared about the coronavirus spreading. He said no. Then he asked me if I knew anyone from China. And then she put, shaking my head, he's scared. So um, the numbers are coming in. And then another thing that we're going to talk about too, I believe, with Prophet Easy One, I just thought of when it comes with President Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu unveiling the peace deal. After peace comes sudden destruction. The days we are living in are very prophetic. Fear no man, never fear death. Get right with God. Fight the good fight, and always stay locked and loaded. If you see me click the bell or whatever garbage they say, um, you're helping the best way you can, brother Justin. I can tell. Wow, Truck Dog gave me a compliment. Thank you, brother. J.R. Stone, Paul Begley is reporting the coronavirus is 10 times what? Yeah, exactly. J.R. Pastor Paul, he's, I'm not even going to go there. He's a day late, dollar short, but that's already been reported. I love Pastor Paul Begley. I do, but I'm not going to go. I'll talk about that actually when I have. A matter of fact, we'll discuss a little bit of Pastor Paul Begley when I got scripture and the way that scripture is actually supposed to be defined. So much love to everybody. Prayers for Pastor Paul Begley. He's stuck in Japan right now. And anyways, I don't want to keep dragging this on. To you, you know what channel I'm talking about. Take control. Grab the reins. It's your channel, not theirs. This is different. What I have here, a family, which I know you say everybody there's family. Well, this isn't like what's a movie. It's almost like a family with everybody sitting at this big dinner table, and there's like 20 people in the family, and they're all talking over each other. Then they start a food fight, and you're standing there at the end of the table saying, "Oh, this is my family. How do I get them to stop?" Yeah, granted they're your family, but there's a way that through talking and well, anyways, we'll talk more about it. Take it easy, Justin, and thank you for the reality of truth. God bless each and every one of you all. Once again, fear no man, never fear death. Get right with God, fight the good fight, and always stay locked and loaded. God bless.